Good morning, guys and gals. This is JaRyCu coming at you with the unstoppable JaRyCu playthrough. Now on a public mod pack. That's right. Boxo officially released the mod pack yesterday, meaning that you can go to Curse and download it and play it and have as much fun with it as I'm having fun with it. Sorry, it's early in the morning and I didn't sleep last night, and I'm on my first cup of coffee, so this video might be a little rough. But I'm at the point to where if I don't record, you're going to miss a whole bunch of stuff and you won't be able to figure out how I got from point A to point B. Hey, check that out down there. Let's see if I can do this backwards. In this biome, this glacier biome, I guess it's a Biomes of Plenty one, it has naturally spawning snow golems. You see them under the tree to the right of the screen? Yeah, you just randomly find them in places. But I came out here to where we are right now. The base is actually, those are the water mills. Oh, I got the base turned off. Oh. The base is only about 300 blocks away. Look at that, naturally spawning snow golems. That's kind of cool. I came out here though, and you see I've got this marked because this is one of the coolest caves I've ever seen. Now I'm going to turn on my night vision so you can see this. Night vision on. And we're just going to float down the river here. And we're on top of a mountain. I'll fly up so you can see. We're on top of an ice mountain. So check this out. I got the biggest kick out of this. And it might get a little bit dangerous because there's something really cool in the middle of this cave. Keep in mind it's pitch black once we go into the mountain here. Oop, back down. There we go. Look at that. It's a wide open zombie spawner. That's why I think this is a Biomes of Plenty biome, not a regular one. And I've just left it there. I've got it marked so I know where to come to. But look at this. The streams mod makes this river flow all the way through it. Oop, there's skeletons. It flows downhill all the way through it. I mean, this is the coolest cave I've ever seen in Minecraft. And it keeps on flowing out this way. I mean, you see the direction of the water down there. It merges up with a smaller stream. And it ends up dumping out in this half-frozen lake over here. That is just too cool to me. Oop, let's see. Back. Here we go. Oop, and there's a chicken. We got to start making some animal farms too, because hot dogs are well and good, but you can see I'm running out of hot dogs. But what do you think about that river? Was that pretty cool? I have never seen anything like that in all the games I've ever played. Okay, we're going to go back over here. And you see I've got one, the waypoint for the base is now called Mechanism Room. Yeah, I've hit that point in Minecraft. In any Minecraft game you get to. Check out the forest, by the way. It's covered in snow now. I love how that looks. I mean, slime trees covered in snow. Who'd have thunk it? But I've hit that point to where I have a glut of resources. Do you remember the quarry I put in the last episode? Yeah, that thing paid off in a big way. Wait till you see the changes when we get down here. And there's a lot of changes. First off, compacting drawers. Everywhere. I mean, look at all these. Let's look at the iron for a second. The iron has 9,000 ingots in it. Remember 2 episodes ago I didn't have any iron. The gold, 700. 5,000 osmium ingots. I mean, I've got so much stuff. I'm going to show you in a minute where I built an entire room out of iron blocks. Just for the heck of it. Back here we've got more crafting. We added another 64k drawer and we're barely even touching it because we got all this room over here still. Look, the 32Ks we made back in the first episode, episode 3 I think with auto crafting, are only 50% full. Exactly 50%. Let's go back here and take a look because I've added a new room back here. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 25 million RF capacitors. So we can store roughly 125 million just in there, not counting the conduit and machine storage. Let's sleep real quick because it's been raining and I've been trying to get it reset. But, oh crud, the base is stuck. Okay, here's a pro tip for you. You can type in /FTB kill me. This is on the newest version of FTB utilities. Oh, and it didn't work. Okay, I'm going to have to kick myself. Okay, we're back. It took a second to get logged back in. Okay, so where are we? We slept over there. We reset the night today. That happens when you warp around some, and I warped to get out to the cave a while ago. So I built this mechanism room, and for those of you who've never played Mechanism, I'm going to take a minute to explain this. Let's see, the first thing you need to make is a metallurgic infuser for redstone. And it's pretty simple. You put redstone in here, and just regular powdered redstone works at first. I'll explain what these are in just a minute. And it goes in here and fills it up. And then you put iron in here, and it makes these things called alloys. This enriched alloy right here. So it's just redstone plus an iron ingot turns into one of those with some power. And those are the bases for building stuff in Mechanism. Now, as you build it out, you're going to need 4 of these total. So if you've got the resources, go ahead and build all 4. You need 1 for redstone, 1 for coal, 1 for diamond, and 1 for obsidian. There's other stuff you can do with these, where you can make alloys and stuff inside of them, but I've got Ender IO, so there's no point. This guy's called the enrichment chamber, and this does other stuff. So let's go. Oh, I forgot, I'm wireless now. Let's grab some redstone. I don't need that much of it. Say 4 pieces. Now here's what this guy does. If you go over here and you throw in one of these redstones into here, 1 redstone is equal to 10. So it says 950 on it. So if I put one of those in and there's room, it would go to 960. It takes 10 to process 1 iron into one of these alloy guys up here. But if you do this, throw these in here, it's a little noisy because I don't have all the upgrades in there yet. It makes what's called compressed redstone. So now that same 1 piece of redstone is worth 100 instead of 10. That's not too shabby. Same thing over here with the coal. You can make compressed carbon. You can make, I don't have them in here now because I didn't have a lot of diamonds when I did it, but you can do the same thing with the diamonds. And I did the same thing. The obsidian's a little more complicated. You put the obsidian in here, it turns it to dust. Put the dust back in the diamond, and it turns it into compressed obsidian. I forgot that recipe because it had been a while, and I was panicking because I couldn't get it to work right. Then the next thing you need are another enrichment chamber and a smelter. Now these are the high-end versions. Let's see. So you can see there's 4 of these. There's the enrichment chamber, which is this guy right here on the left. Then there's the factories. There's the basic, the advanced, and the elite. If you've got the materials, just go straight for the elite. If you're just getting started off, the enrichment chamber will do. It's a lot slower. You know what? We're just going to demo this. Let's go over here to the quarry. I don't have it automatically hooked in because that would make too much sense, right? Let's take some gold out. Wow, that's a lot of gold. This thing was busy overnight, wasn't it? I'm going to take this out of here too. I'm not using those. Those I could use. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Now the way I've got this hooked up, this is input, this is output. You can actually do this with AE2 if you're playing on a version with advanced applied energistics. I'm pretty sure I could do this with refined storage, but I'm just trying to get my ore processing to fast. Now there are upgrades for these things you can make before I show you how it works. There's energy, there's speed, and there's muffling. It'll hold a maximum of 8 energy and 8 speed. The more energy you put in, the slower it gets. The more speed you put in, the more energy it takes. So if you put all 8 in of both, it balances that out. For the mute, it takes 4 mutes, and that makes it extremely quiet. Or you can just put a note block in here. Not a note block, but a one of these guys, sound muffler from XU2. But here's how this works out. Throw in all your materials, and then check this out. I've got the sort button on this big S over here on the left. And what it does is it takes all your materials and it sorts them evenly through all these stacks. I've got the side configured to input from the top and eject on the sides, the input-output. It throws all the dust over here, which this one is also sort on. This one is input on the right, output on the top. See, it just makes them for you. If I look up here, look at all that already. Remember we put in 3+ stacks, right? Now this one's already fully processed. 3.5 stacks of gold ore. This one takes a little bit longer because it's doing twice what the other one did. The other one turned 1 block to 2. So this is going to turn all those blocks into more. But look at this. Look at all the gold we got. And what I've been doing here, just because it's satisfying to me right now, I'll get tired of this eventually, is I've been grabbing all of an ore, and just processing it one ore at a time. And it just brings me all kinds of happiness. I mean, look at all the gold we got out of that. And then I could dump that in through my wireless terminal I'm holding, but I like coming over here and just doing it. Okay, we got 667. 1,093, look at that. And all I did was double right click that, and that automatically deposits. It has to be on the one that matches it. Like I couldn't double click that one or that one. I had to double click on the bottom left corner because I was holding ingots. How cool is that? Now, it'll be even cooler. Like I've set this up before with Infinity Expert, where I had an entire room of auto processing. There's no mechanism in that, so I had a bunch of Ender IO and thermodynamics, TE, whatever that stood for. A bunch of their machines set up to process stuff with max upgrades on them. But these are so easy to make. I guess I could show you the recipes, huh? There we go. Mechanism. We'll just do the enrichment one, because the other one's the exact same recipe. Okay, you take one of these guys. Now these are basic control circuits for Mechanism. To make one of those, you take an osmium ingot and stick it in the infuser that has redstone in it, and one of those pops out. Pretty simple. This is just steel. Now steel's a little bit different. In JEI, it doesn't show the steel recipe. So let me show you how to make steel really quick. In JEI, I don't know why it doesn't do it. Just grab yourself some iron. We're going to do one just to make it fast. This is why you need the carbon infuser. And the reason you need 4 different infusers, you can dump this out. There's a dump button for that, but you lose it all. It doesn't go anywhere. You can't store it. Once it's out, it's out. So when you're low on resources at the beginning, you don't want to be just dumping stuff out. Now, the carbon infuser, you throw one piece of iron in, turns it into enriched iron. Throw it back in there again, now it's steel dust. And in this mod, it's from Substratum, because the mod pack author, Boxo, used Substratum to unify all the ores, so you don't have like 19 different steels and 47 different coppers and all that. But now you just take that and cook it. That's going to be cooking for a minute, so we'll go back over here. You can just throw it in here. And bam, now you got steel. Pretty nifty, huh? So, let's see what we're talking about. Okay, so you do that with 4. And it can be any kind of steel. It doesn't matter. It can be refined iron if you're playing on 1.7.10. Glass and 1 osmium ingot. That makes the steel casing. Then you can either do this with Industrial Craft 2 or Mechanism. We're talking about Mechanism because I'm not going to build out IC2 for this. So you make these things, put all that together, and you get the enrichment chamber. And that's just the basic one. To turn that into a factory, you take that same chamber, take 2 more of those things, some more iron and some redstone, and that makes it a basic factory. Now, a basic factory will only process, I think it was 3 at a time. Where the one over there is doing 7 right now, this only does 3. For the advanced factory, it's a little more complicated recipe. You need these things, which are 2 of the alloys and 1 of the green things. It makes one of the advanced control circuits. So you need 2 of those and then 4 of those. So that's a good bit of iron, but not really considering what you're about to get out of it. And you need your basic factory you made previously. Throw it all in there and you get one of these guys out. And this one, it doesn't tell you in the tooltip. This one either does, I think this one does 5. It's either 4 or 5. But then guess what? To get this guy, this is the elite factory. This one you're going to need some diamonds for. That's why these are blue like this. To get these guys, you take the enriched alloy and throw it in the diamond infuser. And to get this guy, you take that red circuit with 2 of these guys you threw in the diamond infuser, and you get the elite control circuit. Throw all that together with some gold and with your advanced factory, and you get the elite factory. And the reason I'm not saying the elite enriching factory, if I showed you the recipe for the smelter, put a space in there, there we go. Watch. Bam. Oh, that was okay, there we go. It's the same recipe. Only difference is the machine in the middle. So in Mechanism, there are a bunch of different factories. You can do smelting. So there's a whole basic tier. There's enriching, there's crushing, there's compressing, combining, purifying, injecting. And I don't know what half of these do. I'll eventually build all this out because I'm going to want more power. But for now, I don't have a clue what to do, to be honest with you. These are the only ones I really ever use. I mean, you remember all the iron we just threw in there? Come look how much iron it spit back out. I mean, look, that's enough iron to run an entire LP on. And I can't even fit it all in my bags. So let's see how much iron this is, and then I'll show you the next thing I built. We've got 8,974, 10,318. That was 1,400 pieces of iron, give or take. Let's go and get the rest of it. So much iron. All right, 10,600. That's ridiculous. Let's throw these in here, throw those in there, throw the steel in there for now. Yeah, my storage, I mean, I love the compacting drawers because it shows you I've got 14,000 redstone, but it also shows you if I got tiny piles of redstone instead, it's 125,000, 1.5 thousand blocks of redstone if I pull it out that way. And it's all the same source. It's not individually, like I don't have all that. I've either got that, or that. Now let's go downstairs because I made some upgrades down here. You ready for this? Let me turn my sound down because it gets loud down here. Sound, we're going to come down to 10% on this. Alright, you ready? Poof. Okay, you remember the Endermen, and they've been dying like crazy. We're up to 4,000 Ender Pearls. How many dimlets do we have? 101 more dimlet parcels. I've opened up a bunch of these. The blazes are dying, but only when I'm down here. I did put the cursed earth up under it, and you see it's spawning other stuff in there because it's so dark. But it's not really helping with the blazes. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm eventually going to get in there and break it and just put power spawners in, but I need more power first. But check that out. The room has now been extended. Now we can come down here, and we've got another one. Let's stand here for a second. See if you can guess what this is. Do you know what it is? Do you have any clue what this could be? That's right, wither skeletons. Oh, that's so satisfying to stand here and watch them die and know they can't get to me. And let's see. Only 25 skulls. This one's not working quite right. Do I have it chunk loaded? Yeah, I've got it chunk loaded, but it's not working quite right. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it, but these only spawn when I'm down here too. Now the way I've got this wired in, no, that one won't show me, so let's get a Yeta wrench. I did not put another transceiver down. I got tired of being lazy, so I figured out how to run conduits, and it took the server master, server owner, whatever you want to call them, and those are not rendering correctly. Okay, this way you can just see them. I'll put all that back in a minute. I've got all three conduit lines running through here. The green one is the XP fluid coming out of the XP vacuum. Oh, that's why it's not. It's messed up again. That makes no sense at all. This was working just fine, and now it's not working again. Those are supposed to be auto-dumping into the system. Always active, green line. I wonder if we changed this by accident, because I was playing with the colors last night. This one is inserting off the green line. Huh. That's weird. Oh, well, not much I can do about it right now. But all those conduits run down through here. See, if you look at the tooltip, every one of these is a facade. Or a fake block. All those run through there. Did you catch? Yeah, you caught the other one. So all the power stuff is coming from the transceiver down there. The only difference in these two, which work correctly, and this one, which doesn't, is the fact that there's no transceiver over here. So I may have to go in and disconnect the power to this, let it burn out, because I don't have anything that makes me weatherproof like I do that makes me blazeproof. And get in here and just put another transceiver. I did make one, but we had it working last night. So I don't know what's up with that. You know what we can do now? Just for now, we can just manually empty this so it doesn't get stuck. I think that'd be a good idea. Now it's got more room to go. And we can, I want the bones, drops of evil. I can make more cursed earth, withered ribs. I want those. I want those. I couldn't care less about all that experience. I'll take the skulls and I'll take that stuff. Okay, we got all these stupid swords. I could have used those at the beginning, but I don't need them anymore, so we'll go to the trash can up here. I've got a trash can back here for the quarry still, even though it's not in use. Since the quarry now only gets the stuff I want it to get, but we can throw all these in here. Okay, so that's sorted for now. Alright, now we got one more thing to show you. And I will show you this nifty little trick first. The server owner last night showed me this. See how you see the sugar cane on there now? You see the enchanting table on there now? I didn't know this, but it turns out you can actually put on here, let's stick this in here, an icon. So now, if I hold this up, see how the computer room has the little terminal on it. How cool is that? And we did one more thing. Come on. I don't know what's up with that. Ooh, there's a creeper. Watch this. I love this now. One hit. One hit. Oh, you're going down one hit. Yeah, I'm getting my payback on them guys now. But we're going to set this back to day, just so I can show you what's going on up here. Over here we've got quartz seeds. I got tired of going to the nether. I mean, really tired of going to the nether to get nether quartz. There's one on my house. I really need to put some lights up here. But I got really tired of going to the nether to get quartz, because it was just out of the way. So let's see if it made anything while I was asleep. No, it didn't really make anything while I was asleep. Hang on one second. I got somebody at the door again. Okay, sorry about that. But I was saying, it hasn't made a lot of quartz yet. I went through mystical crops. I had mystical quartz. Here we go. Quartz enriched iron, nether quartz. And I made these guys, which are kind of, it looks complicated, but I had so much stuff in my system, I just made it. Okay, you gotta make a base crafting seed, which comes from prosperity. Prosperity is something you just mine up, and I've got a ton of it. Mix that with seeds. That gives you base crafting seeds. Then you take this green stuff, which you get from everything. It's mob drops and it's ores. And that's going to give you tier 1 crafting seeds. Then you make some of this prudentium, which is an infusion crystal, which is a diamond, that prosperity, and then inferium. Pops out this cocoon looking thing. Put 4 of those green things, inferium, sorry, confusing myself, around it, and you get prudentium. Put prudentium around the tier 1 seeds, and you get tier 2 seeds. Then you got to make the tier 3s, which you take that cocoon again, and there's different levels of the cocoon, but the base one's been working for me so far. Put the prudentium around the cocoon to get the intermedium. Put that around the tier 2 seeds to get tier 3 seeds. Then you take the tier 3 and some more of the red stuff, and you put quartz, nether quartz around it, and you get nether quartz seeds. And yeah, that was complicated. And that was just to get 1 seed. Now, evidently I got 2 seeds out of this. Don't know when that happened. Only had 1 last night. Yeah, last night, 12 hours ago. But if you look down here, my shovel is still broken. I made this thing, if you remember the mystical crops in 1.7, it had a growth accelerator. Well, so does this. You can get this mystical fertilizer, but it's a drop. There's no recipe for it. It just drops from harvesting those things. So I made the growth accelerator instead. And it's 4 blocks of inferium, which is the green stuff in a block, smooth stone, and a diamond. Pretty simple. I got tons of all this stuff, so I made one. And it really helps out. I sat here for 20 minutes last night, and it didn't grow at all. These things just don't grow fast. Oh, there we go, 14%. They look pretty neat when they're grown. Let's see how many it's harvested. Not many at all. So the durability, 1552 out of 1561. That's not much. That's not much at all. So I'm evidently going to need a bunch of these seeds, because I want a bunch of nether quartz. Why are you not working? Travel anchor. I can see you. Interesting. Okay, so see right now it says no seeds on it. So I'm going to make some more of these seeds. I'm going to have a full farm of these guys up here. But I had to go and show you all this stuff, because There's another creeper on my house. Didn't I just kill him? So I can find somewhere to get down before he blows up. Bam! See, he just dropped some of that stuff in Furium. But I had to show you all that stuff because I want to build more and I couldn't build it without you seeing how I had it set up. There's still only 2 solar arrays, one up there and one down here. I lost the travel anchor we put up here because the server bugged out and we had to revert it to a backup. So I lost the travel anchor, but that was the only thing I found that I lost besides some waypoints. But what do you think about this so far? How do you like this? Do you like all this progress we're making all of a sudden? I know the series started off extremely slowly, and I apologize for that. I mean, 2 episodes of me looking for a base is not what I'd planned on. But here we are at episode 6, and we got some massive, massive stuff going on. I need to work on getting this building to go up. Still trying to decide between alternating black and white or just going straight black all the way up. I do have a lot more of this basalt, so might as well use it for something, right? But yeah, and I want to get this tree built out, but I got to finish putting this up before I can finish that off. That way I know how tall it's going to be. And I got to figure out what else to put in those rooms. I actually toyed with the idea of putting Mekanism, like, I call this the white floor since it's white. I toyed with the idea of putting Mekanism back in here. I even chopped out the blocks and started putting machines down, and I just didn't like it. So I went up here to, where are you? Went up here to the enchanting room, and I thought about putting it up here, but I didn't like that either. I think this room is going to be purely decorative. Like I'm probably going to chop up these bookcases, and with, let's see, chisel, here we go. Chisel lets you actually go through and chisel the bookcases. So that way I can have them look all different ways. It looks like I have a bunch of different books, even books with cobwebs on the shelves. So I can do a bunch of different things with that and really make this look like a study. Is DecoCraft in this one? Yeah, and DecoCraft 2 is out now, which is for 1.10, which is what this is. So I can make different ways to decorate this up and have different things in here as well, which I think would be pretty cool. So we can get that going on. And man, oh man, oh man, I'm excited this morning. This was so much fun last night, building Mekanism out and just watching this thing go. And getting autocrafting going. I mean, I can autocraft 64K discs now. I don't know if I showed you that the other day. We got 64K. I can autocraft crafters. Anything I was building in bulk, I just started autocrafting. Like these guys here, vibrant capacitors. Let's put another one in because this one keeps getting full. You come in here and you can watch it. It builds it up. It makes the energetic alloys. It'll make the vibrant things if I need those. It makes it all. It does take a minute because it cooks it all. And I tried putting in like multiple solderers and multiple, so it's making the energetic alloy now. I tried putting in multiples of machines with multiple recipes, and the system got really confused and locked up, so that didn't work out very well. So I wouldn't advise you doing that, at least not if you're watching this relatively close to the opening of the series. You know, in 6 months, you never know. They might have fixed that and added new stuff to it by then. Let's do some of this. Yeah. By the way, that Inferium stuff, I've only got 2,000 pieces of it. I might have enough to do what I want to do. But yeah, I can autocraft compacting drawers too, because I needed a bunch of those. But that will be it for today, guys. I appreciate you stopping by to watch the video. As always, hit that like button. Check out the description. There's a link to the mod pack in the description, so you can go directly to it and download it and play it yourself now since it's live. It went live last night. I think I've already said that, but in case I didn't, it went live last night. Download it, play it. Let us know what you think about it. We do have a curse group for it. If you're interested, leave me a comment and we'll let you know how to get in touch so you can get to be a part of it as well. But hit that subscribe button too so you can see more videos coming out. Check out my Direwolf series. I'm doing some pretty in-depth stuff with blood magic over there, kind of like I'm doing with Mekanism over here, and I'll be doing Botania over here pretty soon. But check out, let's get this thing going. We almost hit the goal of 30 subscribers for the week. I think we're at 27 when I'm recording this. We got 3 more to go by tomorrow night. So I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Thank you so much, and y'all have an awesome day.